Welcome to our journey into the fascinating world of macaques, one of the most diverse and adaptable groups of monkeys on our planet. From the snowy mountains of Japan to the bustling cities of India and the deep tropical forests of Southeast Asia, macaques have learned to thrive in environments where few other primates could survive. They are playful, intelligent, and sometimes even mischievous. But beyond their charming looks, macaques hold a key place in science, culture, and the delicate balance of ecosystems. In today's episode, we will explore 10 incredible species of macaques, each with its own story, behaviors, and unique survival strategies. Get ready, because what you're about to see is much more than just monkeys. It's a mirror into the complexity of nature itself. Let's begin with the Rhesus macaque, one of the most famous monkeys in the world. Native to South, Central, and Southeast Asia, the Rhesus is highly adaptable, living in forests, villages, and even inside crowded cities. What makes it truly remarkable is its role in science. You may have heard of the Rh factor in human blood. It was actually discovered thanks to the Rhesus macaque. They have been central in medical research, including vaccines and treatments that have saved millions of human lives. But beyond the lab, Rhesus macaques are bold, opportunistic survivors. They raid crops, snatch food from tourists, and form large, noisy troops with complex hierarchies. Watching them interact feels like observing a miniature version of human society, full of politics, conflict, and alliances. Next, let's travel to Japan, where the Japanese macaque, also known as the snow monkey, has become a cultural icon. These monkeys are famous for soaking in hot springs during winter. Imagine a troop of red-faced monkeys relaxing in steaming baths while snow falls around them. It's one of the most magical wildlife scenes on Earth. Japanese macaques live farther north than any other non-human primate, enduring harsh winters with deep snow and freezing winds. Their thick fur keeps them warm, but it's their intelligence and social behavior that allow them to survive. They even learn cultural traditions, like washing sweet potatoes in rivers, a behavior passed down through generations. In many ways, they remind us how culture and knowledge are not exclusive to humans. From Asia, let's move to North Africa, home to the Barbary macaque. Found in the mountains of Morocco and Algeria, and famously on the Rock of Gibraltar, this is the only macaque species living outside Asia. Unlike most macaques, Barbary macaques have no tails, which sometimes makes them look more like apes than monkeys. They live in large groups where males play an unusually caring role in raising infants. In fact, male Barbary macaques often carry babies around, using them as a social currency to bond with other males. It's a fascinating behavior that shows how even in the animal kingdom, parenting and cooperation can shape survival. Heading to Southeast Asia, we meet the pig-tailed macaque, named for its short curled tail. These monkeys are powerful climbers and spend much of their time in trees, but they also forage on the ground. Pig-tailed macaques are incredibly intelligent. In parts of Thailand, they have even been trained to pick coconuts for farmers. Unfortunately, this has sparked controversy about animal welfare. In the wild, they play a vital role as seed dispersers, keeping the forest ecosystem healthy. Their expressive faces and keen eyes make them fascinating to watch, but don't get too close. They can be aggressive when threatened, a reminder that wild animals must be respected. Closely related to the previous species, the northern pig-tailed macaque lives across Southeast Asia. From Myanmar to Vietnam, they are slightly smaller but share the same curved tail and intelligent behaviors. These monkeys often raid farms and orchards, which sadly brings them into conflict with humans. But their adaptability is impressive. They live in both dense forests and near villages, using teamwork to find food and protect one another. Their sharp calls echo through the jungle, warning the troop of danger, a survival system that has kept them thriving despite habitat loss. Further south in Malaysia and Indonesia, we find the southern pig-tailed macaque. Compared to their northern relatives, these monkeys are more forest-dwelling, spending less time near humans. They live in matrilineal societies, where females inherit their rank from their mothers, and social bonds are crucial for survival. Grooming sessions are like a form of social glue, reducing stress and strengthening alliances. This reminds us that for macaques, survival is not only about strength or intelligence, but also about relationships and community. India is home to the Bonnet macaque, easily recognized by the tufts of hair on its head that resemble a little cap or bonnet. These monkeys are extremely common around temples and villages, often interacting with humans daily. They are playful and bold, sometimes stealing offerings or food left for deities, but they are also deeply social. Troops of Bonnet macaques have strict hierarchies, and dominance battles can be fierce. Yet within these groups, mothers protect their infants fiercely, and young monkeys spend hours learning through play, the foundation of survival in their complex world. In Sri Lanka, the Toque macaque rules the forests and ruins. With its unique cap-like hair pattern, it is instantly recognizable. Toque macaques are endemic, found only in Sri Lanka, and play an important role in local ecosystems by dispersing seeds and controlling insects. Sadly, habitat destruction has made them vulnerable, and their populations are declining. Watching them in the ancient temples of Anuradhapura, you see a living connection between wildlife and human history. For thousands of years, these monkeys have shared their land with people, adapting and surviving through immense change. High in the mountains of northeast India, Bhutan and Myanmar lives the Assam macaque. Stocky with a shaggy brown coat, they are well adapted to cool forests and rugged terrain. Unlike some of their more urban cousins, Assam macaques prefer remote, less disturbed habitats. They move in small troops and spend a lot of time foraging on the ground, eating fruits, leaves, and insects. Their quiet, reserved nature makes them harder to study, but they remind us of the wild origins of macaques before many species became so entangled with human life. Finally, let's meet the stump-tailed macaque. With their short tails, bare red faces, and stocky builds, they're quite different from other macaques. Living in South and Southeast Asia, they form close-knit groups with strong social bonds. Interestingly, stump-tailed macaques often show a surprising tolerance toward one another, with less aggression than many of their relatives. Sadly, they are threatened by hunting and habitat loss. But when you see them in the wild, with their wise, almost ancient expressions, you can't help but feel you're looking into a very old chapter of primate evolution. From the scientific breakthroughs of the Rhesus macaque to the hot spring rituals of the Japanese snow monkey, and from the temples of Sri Lanka to the high mountains of Assam, these 10 species show us the incredible adaptability of macaques. They are survivors, tricksters, caretakers, and teachers, and perhaps most importantly, they are reminders that humans are not separate from nature. We are part of it. If you enjoyed this journey into the world of macaques, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us in the next episode, where we'll continue exploring the fascinating world of primates. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring the wild side of life.